We are at war. Some days it feels far away, other days it hits you in the heart. The IDF announced this morning that Staff Sergeant Lior Steinberg, Staff Sergeant Ofek Barhana, and Staff Sergeant Omer Van Gelder, IDF soldiers from the Givati Brigade, 9th Battalion, were killed in combat in the northern Gaza Strip last night. This one hits hard on a personal level because Omer Van Gelder HY was a good friend of my son's. Omer wasn't supposed to be at my son's wedding back on March 30th. He was deep in war in Gaza. But in a rare moment of grace, he was granted last-minute leave by his commanders, and he showed up at the wedding. He smiled, he danced, he celebrated life together with us. And now, just weeks later, Omer is gone, paying the price for being a Jew fighting on the front line for the whole freedom-loving world. Omer was killed in Gaza alongside two of his other soldiers from the Rotem Battalion of the Givati Brigade in a devastating attack in Jabalia, northern Gaza. Now, I want to tell you what happened, because it's not just another news item. It's the price we pay to stay free. Last night, just before 7 p.m., a convoy of IDF Humvees was escorting a fire truck into Gaza. That fire truck was on a mission to extinguish an armored personnel carrier that had caught fire earlier in the day due to engine failure, right? Overheating. Routine, technical, necessary. On the way back, after putting out that fire and fixing that Humvee, as they were escorting the fire truck back towards Israeli territory, they drove into a pre-planned ambush. It was a massive IED trap, one of the largest we've seen in this war. 20 explosive devices laid out along the road designed to wipe out an entire convoy and cause dozens of Israeli deaths. Miraculously, only one of those 20 bombs exploded, and that one bomb alone was enough to destroy the open-top Humvee carrying Omer and his two comrades. 3 killed, 2 more IDF soldiers wounded. Only one bomb. Imagine if all 20 had gone off. The IDF responded immediately. Air Force jets and drones began striking enemy targets in the area to clear a path for rescue. A special 669 rescue medevac helicopter airlifted the wounded. Combat engineers are still dismantling the rest of the explosives laid by Hamas in the area. This wasn't a random tragedy. This was war, and that was planned during the ceasefire, because we cleared out that area earlier. This is the evil we're up against. Omer and more than 850 of our sons and daughters have fallen since October 7th. They've been dying not only to protect Israel, but to free our hostages still rotting in the hellhole tunnels of Gaza. And whether the world wants to admit it or not, they've been dying, they've been killed to protect all of Western civilization from the kind of Islamo-Nazi evil terror that burned babies alive on October 7th, mass raped our women, and still holds over 50 of our hostages in Gaza terror tunnels. And yet, the world looks away. Even worse, many nations continue to support, fund, and enable the very evil that threatens them too. They chant in the streets, "Free, free Palestine," and "From the river to the sea," not even realizing that the fire they are feeding will one day consume their own homes in the Western world. We Jews, though, we are alone. Yeah, we have supporters and we have friends, even a good one in the White House. But ultimately, on the world stage at the end of the day, we, the Jewish people in the Jewish state of Israel, we stand alone. And we must do what we must do. And that's not a curse. That's our calling. We are meant to be different. We are meant to stand out. We are meant to be a light unto the nations, even when the nations prefer darkness, when the leaders of those nations prefer darkness. Just 85 years ago, we, the Jewish people, were treated worse than animals, slaughtered like insects by the Nazis, burned in ovens in Auschwitz, buried in silence, and the world did nothing to stop that. But yet look at us now. Yes, we cry and we mourn, but we are fighting, we are rebuilding, and we are winning. Omer's death and the deaths of all of our heroes will not be in vain. We will bring all of our hostages home. We will have total victory in this war. So don't be fooled by the horrific media coverage of lies and blood libels. Don't be demoralized by them. Don't let them rob you of your pride. You know the truth about Israel and the Jewish people. Now live it, speak it, and share it. Be proud of who we are. Be proud to be a Jew if you're a Jew. Be proud to stand with Israel if you're not a Jew. Because we, the proud Jewish nation, once again sovereign in our ancestral homeland that stands alone, will lead the world out of darkness. Ki mitzion tetzei Torah. From Zion, from Jerusalem, we will promote the Torah, not just the written word, but the living according to the values of protecting life and standing up for good and getting rid of evil. So yes, it's thanks to us and our heroes standing on the front line against an evil Islamo-Nazi 1,400-year-old religious jihadi ideology to destroy us all. It's thanks to us standing up to put it in its place and ending it here that we're going to end up helping empower the rest of the world to save itself. Am Yisrael Chai. And yes, these 3 soldiers are the price we pay for these horrendous, immoral ceasefires. Because every time we cease, they continue to fire and go back to those areas we clear in order to plant those bombs to then kill more of our soldiers when we go back and have to liberate those areas again. So no, we don't want any more ceasefires. We want total victory, total liberation of the Gaza Strip, total Trump immigration plan implementation, so that then we, the Jewish people, can make Gaza Jewish once again. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching. That's it for today's special Pulse of Israel program, when you get a daily, belief-based, inspiring, politically incorrect truth about Israel, the Jewish people, and the freedom-loving world. If you are not yet a subscriber, what are you waiting for? Go to pulseofisrael.com and click to subscribe today. And yes, we are a donor-based operation. We're heavily censored across all the social media platforms. It's thanks to your support, large donations, or small donations, that we're able to do our work. And we have so much work to be done, so much truth to inspire people with, especially the Jews. And it's thanks to your donations. So every once in a while, just click on the donate button on pulseofisrael.com. Shalom, everyone, and thanks for watching.
Pulse of Israel, frontline videos from the Holy Land. Support our work by donating today.